Hello paper crafters, I'm Sunny Sky and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Most of the time I show you projects that are cards, occasionally some 3D items. I find scrapbook pages are a little bit more difficult to show you because it takes more time for me to design a page, and not all my pages are the same. They don't fit a specific guideline other than just kind of the general look at them. So I thought I would show you today some pages that I've done in a recent scrapbook and point out just a few items in those. So this page, there weren't a lot of great photos from the page, but I did want to highlight where my children were, so I just punched out circle rings to show where they were in those photographs. This one, you'll notice that I've highlighted one picture and just done a caption on that item, and this is the beginning of a series of a trip that we took, so there are several pages that belong to that trip, so that's kind of the intro page. A lot of times I have just enough photos for one spread, or one page, not a whole double page layout, and so these two are totally different items. One kind of neat thing on this is these little envelope pockets that when you have extra pictures and you just want to go on one page, or if they aren't great pictures but you want to keep the memory, you can add those. And in this one I took the yellow from the fence and helped use that to design the colors that I used and to select the background paper for that page. Here are a couple other pages that don't have a lot of extra embellishments on them. In fact, the titles and the journaling on these pages are just printed off on the computer, but I wanted to just have something simple and kind of get those pictures taken care of and those memories done. These two pages both have kind of a unique element in that they have a half-page flip, and I got this from Creative Memories. It just allows me to have some extra pictures on this page where there weren't enough for a full page spread. Just gives a little more interaction to the page as well. This one again, I've got some of these little flip pictures. I was in a series here where that was kind of my thing. This one is very simple, just has one picture, but it's the intro page to, again, a trip that we took, and so there are several pages with pictures. So the first one, just I did a nice 5x7 and then just followed with a lot of detailed pictures. Not a lot of journaling on these spreads, more pictures than anything, you know, when you have a hard time choosing which pictures to select for a spread. These pages here are different events, but I tried to use similar colors. The pinks are not quite the same, but to help them kind of match since they were going to be next to each other on the page. This page I just added some circular elements and some of my pictures where we just had smaller main objects in the pictures to get a few more pictures on the page. I kind of like how that one turned out. The colors turned out well. This again is two pages that don't go together. This was a very simple page. Somebody egged my car, and I took a picture and I just wanted to remember it, but I didn't want to spend a lot of time on the page. But I did kind of get some colors going, and these colors are similar even though it's different brands of paper to go with this page. So just they kind of look like they go together. And then here I had some fancier elements that I got in a swap and just spread them around because I had 4 pages that I wanted to share the same design look. So I just used a similar paper. And then this one is a really simple 2-page spread. We didn't have a lot of great pictures from this trip, but we did a lot of things, so I kind of highlighted all the different things and just stamped names of things, and that will remind me and remind my family of the things that happened on that trip. It's an annual trip, and so we do similar stuff every time, but it's still fun to highlight this specific trip and a few photos from the trip. So that's a look at some of my scrapbook pages. As you see, I don't always spend a lot of time making them really fancy, but I do enjoy putting them together, and I really want the photos to be the highlight, so I try not to have overwhelming elements behind those photos. So I hope you enjoyed that little trip down scrapbooking lane with me today. Go have some fun crafting.